Hey, welcome to Sunday School. I'm Miss Liza and I'm here at the Center for Spiritual Living in San Jose, and you're watching this video. And we're going to talk about God and prayer and affirmations. And this week we're going to talk about something called cleanliness. We've been talking about that a lot lately, to let us know how to be clean and how to do that. And so I thought we could start by talking about God. And I have a friend here, Henry, and Henry thought that he could help us with today's lesson a little bit. Hello, everyone. Hi, Henry. We wanted to talk about God. What do you think God is? I think God is everything. It is. It's everything. How could that be? How could something be everything? I mean, I'm just me. Yes, but you are part of God. Oh. Yeah, and you're part of God too. And what else is part of God? Fish are part of God, and even if you don't like to eat broccoli, it's God. Broccoli is God. Everything is God. Yeah, he's right. Everything is God. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. But Henry, what if I don't like to do my homework? How could homework be God? Oh, well, everything is God and everything's really good, but you've got to find the good in it. Well, what's good about homework? Homework makes your brain grow. Oh, well, what about, have you ever been at school and maybe another kid pushed you in the line? So how could God be in that kid? Because they pushed you. Oh, see, they have God in them, but they just forgot to use it. Oh, so we get to choose to use our God. Yeah, that's how it is. And God is everything and it's everywhere. And you might not even call it God. Oh, what else could you call it? You could call it Yahweh, or you could call it Buddha, or you could call it Jesus, or you could call it love, or you could call it spirit. Those are nice words to call God. And you can even call God power. I like to think of it as power. Power, yeah. You have a lot of power in you? Yes, because the most important place God is inside of me. In you, huh? Yeah. So we have God inside of us and we get to use it. That's really cool. We're going to light our candles, and that kind of helps us to remember that we have God in us. Yeah. Okay. It was really nice having you here. Can y'all say bye-bye? Bye-bye. So let's light our candles and remember that everything God is, we are. So if I say that God is something, you say, I am that. Okay? You ready? God is life. I am life. God is light. I am light. God is joy. I am joy. God is peace. I am peace. God is love. I am love. God is beauty. I am beauty. God is power. I am power. And together we say, all of these things God is, I am. All right. We get to be everything God is. That's really great. I love that. Lighting those candles always helps me remember that I have God in me and I'm everything that God is. But another thing that we can do besides lighting candles is we can pray. And here at the center, we use 5 steps to do our prayers. Now, you can use 25 steps if you want. You can use 100 steps if you want. Or maybe you would just use 1 step. But 5 steps is a really nice way to do it. And here's what they are. God is all there is. We just talked about that. It's everything, right? The next one is God's inside of me. And Henry told us about that too, right? We get to have it in us and use it and choose it, right? So God's inside of me. So if we get to have it inside of us, we get to use it and choose it, right? I can use it and choose it. I can choose it and use it. Now, if you get to have something, you always say, thank you. And that's the 4th step. Thank you. And the 5th step is let it go. anything you weren't quite sure about? Like maybe you didn't think you'd know how to bake a chocolate cake, but then you did it, right? But even before you do it, if you don't think you can do it, let go of that doubt. Let go of it. Make sure that in your brain, you're thinking good things, right? If you're angry at someone, oh, did your big people ever make you angry? When I was little, my big people used to make me angry. They would tell me I couldn't go somewhere, or they would tell me I had to clean my room, or they would tell me that I didn't get as much allowance as my brothers and sisters because they were older than me, right? And I would get mad at my big people. But I didn't hang on to that. I'm not still feeling angry at them. I didn't hold on to it for very long at all. And that's what we talk about in the 5th step. Let it go. You don't want to feel yuckies in your heart, do you? Of course you don't. So we let all those yucky feelings go. And that's the 5th step. So let's say a prayer right now. This week we're learning about cleanliness, right? So let's say a prayer about cleanliness, all right? Can we do that? Here's our 5 steps. 5 steps. First step, God is all there is. Second step, God's inside of me. Third step, if God's inside of me, I can choose to use it by keeping myself clean, keeping my things clean, and keeping my mind clean. That is my choice. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Buddha. Thank you, Allah. Whatever you want to thank, whatever you want to call God. Thank you, love, for helping me make that choice and being inside of me. Thanks. Number 5, I'm not going to feel angry about having to keep myself clean or my things clean or my mind clean. I'm letting it go. And so it is. Great prayer, right? You can always do that. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Sometimes even if you're just sitting at the dinner table eating, you got some yucky food on your plate, say a little prayer. I bet it will help. Okay? And maybe it won't seem like a yucky food after that because you'll try it and you might like it, right? Okay. We said our prayer. Let's talk about cleanliness that we're going to learn about today. Cleanliness. Being clean. Being clean. I think that a lot of people lately have been talking about keeping things clean because lately we've been very concerned about germs. Have you heard your big people talk about germs and keeping germs away? And we can use soap to do that. We can use some cleaners to do that. And we wash our hands a lot to make sure that we don't have germs on our hands, or not as many anyway. And we don't put our fingers in our mouth because then the germs get inside of us and we don't want that to happen. So we stay clean. And you got to take a bath or a shower because if you don't, those germs will be everywhere and you'll start to stink too. You don't want to stink, right? So we talk about keeping ourselves clean. And then last week, I don't know if you watched the video or not, but last week we talked about keeping our room clean. We had a story about a boy that wasn't so good at keeping his room clean. And so I hope you have been, if you watched that video, you have been keeping your room clean. Have you? I hope so. So keeping our things clean, keeping them nice and neat. All the things in your dresser drawers. Do you have your socks in one drawer and maybe your shirts in another drawer and your toys over here? And the floor should really be empty so you're not slipping on things or stepping on things. Someone could get hurt, so it's important to keep things clean so we're safe, right? And then another thing that we need to keep clean is our mind. Now, we talked about getting those yucky thoughts out of our mind, right? Don't stay angry. Don't be worried. Don't be mad. Don't be sad. I mean, you can be those things, but you don't want to stay that way, right? You want to clean it up. Like sometimes your room will get a little messy, right? My room gets a little messy. My kitchen gets a little messy, but then I clean it up. And the same thing for your mind. You want your mind to stay clean, right? So if you can keep your mind clean or your hair straight, Miss Liz is straightening her hair. If you can keep your mind clean, you'll feel better. You'll feel better. You don't want to have that. You feel better when your room is clean, right? You feel better when your body's clean. After you take a bath, don't you feel great? You might not want to take the time to do it, but after you do it, you feel really good. After you brush your teeth, they feel all sparkly and nice and clean and minty, right? Yeah, you feel good after things are clean. So if you remember to keep your brain clean, you'll be feeling good after you do that too. So how do you keep your brain clean? Well, I don't know. Let's ask Henry. Henry, how do you keep your brain clean? Oh, well, something that I do to help me remember and help me know how to do it, yeah, as I meditate. Oh, you meditate. What is meditate? I bet a bunch of you know what meditate is already because we've been doing it many weeks, haven't we? Meditate is when you just sit very quietly and you control your mind. You think good things. Oh, yeah. And then if you practice that, just like practicing anything, just like practicing your coloring and staying in the lines if you want to, or your art and being very creative, or maybe cooking, if you practice that, you get better, or skateboarding, you get better. Yeah. So then you can just practice, you can practice controlling your mind, and that's called meditation. Oh, and how do you do it? Well, usually you just get the room very quiet and you turn on a song, like a nice mellow song. And then you just sit very quietly and think happy thoughts and you'll feel better after. Oh, and it helps you to keep your mind clean because if you're thinking angry things or worried things, that's not good. Okay, Henry, do you think we should try it right now? Yeah, let's try it. Okay, I'm going to put Henry over here. I'm going to find some music. And we're going to meditate. And we've been doing this. And are you getting better at it? Are you practicing and getting better at it? I hope so. Give me just a minute for my technology time. Okay. I've found a song that we can meditate to. And I've told you every week, most weeks, and anyway, we've done this. You can lie down on the floor to do this. You can crisscross your legs. Some people like to touch their middle finger to their thumb and maybe place that on your knee. You can hold your hands out like this, like just hold your hands out like this. See that? You can hold your hands out like this and sit very still. If it's comfortable for you, you could cuddle with something. You could lay on your side even. Find a thing, a position that's comfortable for you to stay in. We're going to do this for 2 minutes. And in those 2 minutes, we'll be quiet and still and think happy thoughts, thoughts that will make our mind feel good. And then we'll feel good when we're done. All right, are you ready to meditate for 2 minutes? Okay, here we go. Here's some nice music. Well, I think I'll get it. There it is. Do you hear it? Oh, that's very nice. Can you hear it? Okay. Let's take some deep breaths before we do this. Are you ready? Blow it out. Breathe it in your nose. Blow it out your mouth. Get into your position. We're going to meditate for 2 minutes. Keep our minds really clean. Here we go. You can gently open your eyes. You might want to take some deep breaths. Oh, didn't that feel good? Did you think happy thoughts? Yeah. Think happy thoughts. Does your mind feel all clean now? A little bit cleaner anyway? Yeah, that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do, is clean our mind. Keep it clean. Keep those yucky thoughts out of your mind, those angry thoughts. You don't want those. You don't want angry thoughts. You don't want mean thoughts. You don't want worried thoughts, right? Keep your mind clean. You get to choose to do that. It's your choice. It's like peace, right? God is peace. You are peace. Okay, so we're going to have a story. And I don't have a book this week for you, but I brought some more puppets, and I thought I would tell a story with puppets. So let me get those puppets out. This is a story about a cow. About a cow. Here he is. Once upon a time there was a cow. Oh, a cow, a cow. Once upon a time there was a cow. Now the cow every day used to be over at the farm. And when he was at the farm, he always ate a lot of grass. I love to eat grass, that's what I do. I eat grass every day, don't you? I don't eat grass, cow, but that's okay. Well, I eat grass every day. But lately, I've been noticing the goats are eating a lot of grass. And I'm a little worried there might not be enough grass left for me. Oh, well, I don't think you need to worry, cow. Let's see what happens. Oh, every day the cow started to get more and more worried about the grass. Was there going to be enough grass? And he started to get angry at the goats. I don't like the way those goats are eating all the grass. I don't think there's going to be enough grass for me. Oh no, I'm worried I might get really hungry. So one day, along came a chicken. Hello, cow. Hi. How are you today? I'm mad. Oh my goodness. Why are you mad? Well, because the goats are eating all the grass, and I'm mad at them. And I'm worried there's not going to be enough grass for me. Oh, well, you just need to keep clean. Keep clean? Yeah, try it. And away hopped the chicken. Maybe she flew away. Keep clean? So the cow went to the farmer and asked if he could get a bath. And the farmer gave him a bath with the hose. Yeah, I did. And it was pretty good. You know, I felt pretty clean afterwards, but I was still feeling angry, and I was still feeling worried about the grass. I mean, those goats were eating all the grass. What if they ate it all and there was none left for me? Mean old goats. I don't like them. Oh my goodness, cow. Well, they shouldn't eat all the grass. Well, the next day, cow was out trying to find some grass, and in came Pig. Hi, cow. Hi, Pig. How are you today? Well, I'm worried. I'm worried and I'm mad. I mean, those goats, they're eating all the grass on the whole farm, and there's probably not going to be any left for me. Oh, well, you just need to keep clean. That's what Chicken said, and I went and took a bath, but it didn't help anything. I think you need to keep clean. I don't even get what that means. I don't even understand. Keep clean. How could that help anything? But Cow really, really wanted to feel better. And so he went and cleaned the barn. I did. I went to clean the barn. I cleaned up the barn. I kicked all of the hay to one side and then to the other side, and I made sure the trough was looking very nice and clean, and I cleaned the whole barn. Did you feel better, Cow? No. I mean, I felt better about the barn being clean. I felt very proud of what a good job I did, but I'm still worried about the grass, And I'm mad at those goats eating all of the grass. How dare them? So the next day, Cow was walking along, and in came Sheep. Hi, Sheep. Hello, Cow. How are you today? I'm mad, and I'm worried, too. Are you mad at me? No, I'm mad at the goats, but I'm just mad at everybody. The goats are eating all the grass, and there's not hardly any left, and I'm really worried. You need to keep clean. Oh, everyone keeps saying that to me. The farmer gave me a bath, and I felt better, but I'm still worried and mad. And then I cleaned the whole barn out because, they keep telling me to keep clean, but I'm still worried and mad. What about your mind? What about it? You want to keep your mind clean, Cow. I do? Yes. If you keep your mind clean, you won't be worried or mad anymore. Well, how in the world do you keep your mind clean? I can't put soap inside my head with my brain. No, you can't do that. But you can control your mind, because did you know you have God in you? Of course I know I have God in me. Everything has God in it. Dogs, cows, people, all of them have God. Yes, and you do too. And God is good. Yeah. So find that good God in your brain. You could practice meditating, and you could just choose to use God. Choose to use God. And keep my mind clean? Yes. Let's think some happy thoughts right now. Okay. Do you like when you find a dandelion in the grass? Oh yeah, those are so yummy. Let's think about dandelions. Okay. But then the goat will take it. Oh no, calm down. Think about that there's enough of everything for everyone. There's an abundance. That's how God works. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Well, what's this meditation stuff? That's when you sit quietly and think happy thoughts, and you learn to control your brain so you can keep it clean. Keep my brain clean. Like, just choose not to be mad. Yes, you get to choose whether you're happy or sad. You get to choose whether you're angry or joyful. Yeah, I'm not going to choose mad anymore. What about worried? I'm not going to choose worried either. Look, there's some grass right over there. And you could eat it. And the goats do need food too. Yes, you're controlling your mind. You're making your mind clean, Cow. Yeah, I just forgot to use the God inside of me. I think that's what it was. Thank you, Sheep. You're welcome. Ever since that day, Cow has always remembered to use the God inside of him to keep his brain clean. Right, Cow? And you can do it too. And that's the end of our story. I love that. I love that we get to do that. Use the God inside of us. And Cow learned to do it too. We're going to do a craft real quick. You ready? We're going to make Cow. Here's how we're going to do it. Now, if you want to pause this after I explain, you can do that on the computer where you're watching this video on that same place. In that same place, the youth and family area of the CSL San Jose webpage, you can find this. You can find a sheet like this and print it out. Now, if you don't have a printer at your house, no worries. No worries if you don't have a printer at your house, that's okay. We can draw this. We're going to draw it right now. I'm going to teach you how to draw it, and then if you draw it, it will be just as good. But if you don't want to have to draw that, you can print this out and start from here. So we're going to start by making a pretty big oval right here. This is going to be Cow's head. We're going to make Cow, okay? And this is going to be Cow's head. And all you need is, you need a black crayon, a pink crayon, and 2 sheets of paper. All right? So we're going to draw this oval for Cow's head like this. If you can't print it out, and that's fine. We're going to give him some ears. See how I did that? They look kind of like rainbows. And then there's going to be a big oval down here. Alrighty? So if you've drawn that, then it looks pretty much just like this one. And if it doesn't look exactly the same, that's okay. I'm going to use this one now. And I'm going to give cow 2 eyes, all right? And I'm going to make pretty big ovals. 1, 2. There's his big eyes. And I'm going to color these in like this. I think actually the cow in our story had blue eyes. So if you wanted to give him blue eyes, you could do that too. Now down here, this is going to be his snout, his mouth kind of, and his nose. And so I'm going to color 2 nostrils. So they're little circles like this. And then I'm going to color them in. And then I'm going to give him a big smile. Those look like eyes now, but that's not what they are. I'm going to color this pink. I'm going to go around my mouth and around my nostrils. Color it pink. There we go. That looks pretty good. And now it's time to cut it out. We're going to cut out this oval and we're going to cut out this oval and make sure to go around the ears. You know how to use your scissors, right? You know how to use your scissors? Fingers in the bottom, thumb on the top. Like that. Fingers in the bottom, thumb on the top. Open, shut. Cut, cut, cut. Okay? And remember to use safety with your scissors. If you're not using them, they should be sitting down on the table. So I'm cutting out his nose and mouth right now, and I'm using my helping hand, turning my page. If you are not very good with scissors yet, if you haven't learned yet, you might want to say a little prayer about how you know you're going to be able to do it if you just practice. But if you don't feel like doing it today, that's okay. You can get your big people to help you. Maybe they can't do it right now. You might have to use your patience. That's okay. And now I'm going to cut out this part. Oh, one more thing that you'll need for this craft is tape. Do you have tape at your house? If you don't have tape, you could use staples, but I would ask you to let your big people do the stapling for you. All right. Almost done now. Almost done. Using my helper hand, I'm cutting around the ears. Don't cut his ear off. Go around the ears. There we go. Cow is going to look great. Okay. Oh, Miss Liza forgot another thing that we need is glue. Actually, I'm just going to use some tape because that's what I have here. But glue would be good. So what you could do is you can put glue on the back of this, but I'm just going to put some pieces of tape. And that will work just as well for me. And it would work for you too if that's how you want to do it. So I'm going to put 2 pieces of tape back here, but you could put glue back here. Everybody's got to just work with whatever they have at their house, right? Some of us might have some supplies and some of us might not have others. So we're going to put this right here. There. There he is. There's Cow. Now, I thought it would be fun to make Cow be like kind of like a mask. So I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to roll it, okay? Now, if you need your big people to help you with this, I'm going to roll it really, really tight. Really tight. There we go. And I'm going to put some tape around it. My tape here. There. And now I'm going to take Cow and I'm going to tape him to the back like this. Get enough tape, put it like this, and stick it on. See how I did that? And get another piece, Put it over this thing I rolled and stick it on. And then, look, I'm a cow. I'm a cow. I know how to use the God in me. Good, you made a cow. Beautiful. Great job today. Yay. I had so much fun with you. I hope to see you next week. We're going to learn about cleanliness some more for one more week. All right? So come back. I would love to see you. Thank you for being here today. Have a great week. Bye-bye.